Hey everybody, Jake Newton here, CPPS, talking about the topic of insider threat and particularly to build a program so that we can prevent and effectively respond and recover from these different issues. In another video, we'll link this video, but we talked about how the definition of insider threat is expanding and kind of looking at several different issues. Well, on that same track, I'm going to talk to you about different ways that insider threats materialize or different expressions of an insider threat, how they occur and how they harm an organization and or its people. So there's 5 different ways, and I'm going to briefly share about them. And it's kind of those ways that the insider threat can occur. And knowing this, we can then start building in the different blocks to help prevent these different issues. So a big one is espionage. Espionage is trying to take information for the gain of another nation, ultimately. Now, that can be an American selling United States information to a foreign government. That can be a foreign national infiltrating a United States organization and then taking that information back. But it has to deal with all of those different things. Theft is another one. Now, that can be theft of financial information, money itself. That can be theft of intellectual property, for example, but theft nonetheless. Sabotage is another big one, destroying physical property, different things like that to harm the organization's assets. A fourth one is cyber. Cyber is particularly of interest because you can actually use cyber to kind of carry out some of these other ones. But, this can be phishing. This can be malware. This can be all sorts of different things using information systems, as we've experienced and seen in the news a myriad of different times. But that's kind of the age we're living in. But cyber is a big piece of this. And then the 5th one is violence. So whether it's terrorism, whether it's workplace violence related, that is now largely becoming it's largely becoming part of the insider threat issue. So by building a program to really include all of these different things and educating people, having policies and procedures, and training a team that is responsible for being aware of the technical indicators as well as the behavioral indicators. A multidisciplinary threat management team or threat assessment team is now really becoming a part of this. By having these different stakeholders to be able to look for these different signs, look for the behavioral indicators, match those up with technical indicators if those are happening as well, background screening before we're hiring people on, all of this ties together as part of an insider threat mitigation, insider threat prevention program, whatever you may want to call it. But that's the way an insider threat tends to materialize in the workplace and is the next piece of this series. We'll have more for you here soon. Thanks for watching.